Let's see. Minfilia, Shadow of Darkness. Let me get a sip of this. Y'all, I got fresh hot coffee. Let me get a sip. Oh my goodness. Just wonderful. She's gonna have me investigate some mysterious shit. She said, I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Natalie. Oh my fuck. I mean, woman, do I look fucking weary to you? Y'all, oh my god, I'm about to fucking snap on this hoe, y'all. I mean, my god, the fuck? Do I have bags? Is she saying I got bags under my eyes? Like, am I looking all droopy faced and shit? Like, she literally, this woman talks out of both sides of her fucking mouth all the time. Like, talking about, oh yeah, you need to take a respite, you know, go take a break. I ain't even got out of the fucking room yet, and she's talking about... There's no rest for the weary. The fuck? Movie's done. No, unfortunately, it was an issue. And so I'm like, I had that done on Tuesday. So it's Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we like 4 days post-op. And things look to be going in the right direction. But I think I got so used to just laying up in the bed, you know. But I laid there, it was about 20 minutes till, and I was like, girl, you got to get your butt out of the bed and go get up and fix yourself up a little bit and like decide what you're going to play. And I would have been on time, but I couldn't decide. I said, I've been playing, the girlfriend's really got me somehow into Marvel Rivals, and I've been playing that game. And I think I'm really starting to get the hang of it, because the last time we played, I got SVP and I got MVP twice, y'all. Like, I was just dunking on nerds, playing cloaking or choking Gagger, as I like to call her, as well as Wanda. I went something like 30, something like positive 25 kills or some shit. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just dunking on it. But I was thinking about playing that, but then I was like, what about SWTOR? What about something chill? I was like, nah, I don't feel like, I was like, I done SWTOR like every Saturday for like the last 5 weeks. It's like, I gotta do something different. There's Callie. Callie says, hello, arms outstretched overhead. Hey Callie, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. I was running just a touch behind. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to play. And I said, you know what I've been behind on? It's like, I got a little bit behind on Final Fantasy as well as Minecraft. Look forward to some Minecraft for me, because I hadn't done that in a while. As well as Rivals. I hadn't streamed that, and I'm getting a lot better at it. I've been having a lot of fun. I was thinking about playing, I said I want to play Luna Snow. But you kind of need to be good at aiming with Luna, because she's like a hit scan character. Callie says, I'm good. How's you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm like 4 days post-op now, and I think things are going in the right direction. They look to be, and I just got so used to laying around in the bed the last several days, like it was just I got up and I went and laid back. I ate a little protein bar and drank some coffee, and I went and laid back down. I was like, girl, you got to get up. I was just laying there watching YouTube videos. It's like, stream, what are you doing, damn you? Just being lazy as fuck. Oh, it's not my nature. It is not in my nature to be a layabout. But I'm here, and I'm all right. And we about to do this thing. So what am I doing today? A little bit of fun. So recently, I became a ninja. Let's see. That's right. Let me see if I got all the right gear. Yes. Got the Nighthawk visor. Yeah, right there. Soul of the Ninja. So far, ninjas felt just a little bit clunky to me. You know, I'm gonna have to get used to using this 10 ability. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But also, that's more what I'm working on today. Probably gonna, you know, catch up the job story, get the ninja. Oh, I'm seeing some BS on my screen, right? I thought I'd fix this. The fuck is that? Get that shit off my screen. Damn, I know for a fact I clicked that off. Oh, well. Damn it. Let me see. Let me get my... There we go. Much better. Now I can't see. There we go. All right. I don't know how I missed that, but I did. Let's see. Yeah, more ninja stuff. But also catching up the story. Believe in your schliff. My feisty little chocobo. What is that about? You own a Dosette suggests that you seek the council. Well, I'm not doing that. Whatever her name is, Dosette, she can just get bent, y'all. I don't care about her. Yep. Okay, so believe. Okay, let me go. Let's see. How do we get out of here? Let me go. Okay, we're going this way. I think this is the aft castle. Yes. And then I'm going to go over. I'm going to go to the fishery because I think I'm all caught up on the job quest for now. But I'm going to double check. I'm going to head over here to the Rogues Guild. They probably think I don't belong anymore since I'm a ninja, which is clearly a cut above a rogue. You know, I'm no mere scoundrel anymore, y'all. I'm a fucking ninja. Like, I want to talk to Master Splinter. I'm gonna start eating a lot of pizza, you know, get me a Ninja Turtles costume. Yes, I want to go inside, Longword. Why has he got to be in my business every time? Like, he don't know my face at this point. Like, why do you stop? Like, you don't, like, look at me. God damn, I'm cute as hell. Certified grade A cutie patootie. You would remember this face. Okay, this is a memorable face. Very cute. But Longward's a dummy. So, he says, ho there, Nelly, shadow, but, huh? The shadows draw you back in, did they? Yeah. Okay, so he ain't got nothing to say to me as of right now, but this... That's not a part of my class quest, right? That's just a, Gosh darn it. Let me see this. Yeah, that's just a plus quest. That's not a... That ain't got nothing to do with being a ninja. Okay. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going back. We're going to go to Gridania. Gridania, everybody. That's where we're going. I'm going to sprint. No, that's not sprinting. That's walking. Idiot. God. I'm sprinting. Okay. Now I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to go to the airship landing. Yes. Airship landing. And now I'm going to, let me think. Please, brain, focus on the one thing. The airship. Yes, I need a ticket. To Gridania. Right there. Boom. Just like that. That was very simple. Very simple. No production at all. Just a little simple thing I did. Easily accomplished that task. I don't need to watch this. Skip. Oh, it's too late to skip it. You should let me skip it anytime I want to. Now I'm sitting here in a dark screen. Yeah, skip. Skip to the loo, my darling. That's what I like to say. Okay. That's a very high quality saying, by the way. I think it's actually a part of a song, but I'm not really sure. Alright, so we're in Gridania. Now we gotta find the Sliffs. Oh right, Camuzio. Oh god. I can't wait for this part of the quest to be over. See that ugly little shithead? Look at her face. Her glasses. Look at the glasses, would you? They're fucking tiny. You can't see nothing out of that. Oh, me. But you also see the big glass crystal dildo she gave me. It's a nice one. You know, I don't know of anybody that would complain about receiving such a generous gift. Take yourself to the location. So, okay, got it. All right. Let me see. Look, stand, look out east. Okay, let me teleport over yonder, the Hawthorne hut. Oh, wasn't there was a writer that their name was Hawthorne? Yeah, they probably wrote some important book that nobody cared about. Let me see. All right, up there. Okay, I see it. Let me hop on the Chocoho. Damn it. No, that's not. Right here. It's all... There we go. Very easy. Very simple. There's no need in making mistakes, okay? It's just not necessary. But people make mistakes anyway, whether they're necessary or not. It's really quite aggravating. I don't do it. I don't know why anybody else would either. Just can't recommend it. Also, that coffee was very nice. That was a good sip. Look at this. Oh my. Look how, oh my God. Look how cute this is. Imagine with me that we're out and about in this beautiful place. You know, we're just out here in the Gridania countryside. And we're just coming along. We come up this cute little rope bridge. Let me hop off. Like, oh my God. Look how beautiful. I wish I didn't, y'all know I started this character over so I could do legitimate free to play again because they locked me out of my other account because I derped and subscribed. And then my girlfriend fucking betrayed me, y'all. She led me to believe that she was going to subscribe. And then she just completely backstabbed me and didn't do it. And then I was like, oh god damn. So now I done subbed this thing and locked myself out of this account after I got all this progress. So what did your girl do? She turned right around, leveled up another exact-alike cat. Yep. And but we didn't do the professions this time, so I don't have fishing. But this would be an amazing spot to whip out a fishing pole. You know. Okay. I don't want to get too hung up on it. You know, I'm a very busy girl. We gotta talk to these little cabbage heads. What is this? It's a big glowing orb on the ground. That's... That's one thing it is. What do they want me to do? Let me get off my mount. Oh, I gotta do an emote, y'all. / lookout. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I think we see another, well, there's a couple of them. It says, there are tempered sliffs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Okay, so basically, if I go fucking with them, no. if I start messing about in those particular ways that I am known to do, they might pose a threat. But if I just leave them be, it's fine. Okay. I'll be sure not to start karate chopping on them. Because I could do that if I wanted to. And y'all know I could. And I am thinking about it. But I'm going to try to resist the temptation. Let me see. It's always, with me, it's always innocent things, you know, very, you know, high levels of sanctification. You know, but not so much as to be sanctimonious. You know, you don't want to become like that. People will besmirch. They will. Let's see. Well, I don't know. I know there's probably supposed to be a red spot. Oh, let me do this. There we go. Okay, so it's way the hell over yonder. That's why I couldn't see it. All right, we porting. Whoop. Y'all hear that very good sound effect? I've been practicing that a lot. And I stole it, y'all. It was a bit of a theft. You know, I took it. I don't know if y'all ever watched Disenchantment, which is a little cute little show. I think it's on Netflix. But it's like by the creators of Futurama. If y'all ever watched that, I used to love that. But now I got some shit in my eye, so I'm it better not. I swear to God. Okay, it was an eyelash. It was trying to get in my left eye. That's my bad eye, y'all. We don't we don't want shit getting in the left eye. That's the worst possible thing. What was I telling you though? Disenchantment. Yes. Very cute little show. And there's a demon on there. He's a little black demon. And a lot of people think he's just a cat. But his name is Lucy. And but he makes that little noise. It's just cute. He goes, "Ooh, whoop." Okay, y'all, look, I don't get distracted easily, okay? I promise. I'm going up here, if that's what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, I can't mount. That's fine. I didn't want to mount anyway. There we go. I'm sprinting. That's what I'm doing. I knew that I needed to go faster in some way, shape, or form. I just couldn't quite figure out how to do it. Oh, look, y'all, a cute little sprout. Look at her just standing there. You can't just stand here like this, woman. The hell are you doing? Anyway, leave her alone. Let's go in here. Vorcel Helix. Helix? That's what I'm calling him. It's Helix, y'all. Hello, Mr. Helix. Says, if it isn't Natalie. Yeah, that's right. See, y'all, he knows my name. I'm extremely important. You know, I'm not just saying that, y'all. Let me get a sip of coffee. And no, I do not have narcissistic personality disorder. That's not true. But right here, he says, how went the meeting with the Slivs? Well, it went terrible. I mean, you could imagine how, you know, talking to a bunch of rotten cabbages. I mean, one of them was like 2 weeks, at least 2-3 weeks out of date. I mean, my God, I've been saying all along that she needed to be put in a crisper. Like, if she was going to live much longer. But they ain't refrigerating her, y'all. They ain't doing it. I think they're just letting her sit out in the sun. Letter from the elder. Okay. Hand it over. He says, a missive from the Sliff Elder. It's not a goddamn him. Why do they insist upon this nonsense? I have already demonstrated that that is a female, and I'm getting sick and tired of this mess. I can't, I was going to open the quest to show y'all again what she looked like. Darn it. But anyway, it says, so the Sliffs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramah. Right, well that's good. It says, and so long as we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. Okay, yeah. He says the Elder Seed Seeker will be overjoyed to hear that the Sliffs have welcomed our overtures. And in the knowledge, excuse me, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. Okay. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. Of course I have. You know, I'm always out here to help. You know, I always think about myself last, y'all. I'm not about personal gain, okay? I am out here, you know, I'm, you know, very egalitarian, very, you know, I can't even... But I'm just, you know, I put myself last, y'all. I try to lift the people up, you know. And that's why I need to become a queen. It's so that I can live. That's what the people say. I want power so that I can abuse it and injure other people and do all this and like drowned entire nations, bathe them in flame and all that. That is a total and complete lie. The only reason I so seek the power that I do is so that I can lift everybody up and put them on a pedestal. I just feel I should be the one to do it. You know, it's very, you know, generous and magnanimous behavior. Very simple. Anyway, on behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. Well, you know what? I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Mr. Helix. And look at that. Almost 8,000 experience. You know, if it was me, I would have put the extra 80 on there. You know, what's an extra 80 if you're giving me almost 8,000 anyway? You know, 12, oh, and look at that, 1,201 gil. Where do you get that number from? Like, what? I shan't dwell. Very good, I completed that quest. I did a good job. Let me get a sip of coffee to celebrate. That's very good. That was a little celebration sip, y'all. Back from the wood. This is a level 24 quest. What is that? Oh, some aetheryte tickets. Well, I'll make good use of those, you know. That'll save me a little cashola. You know, a little cashola, a little doge. Yeah. Every time we have to go see the Menphilia, you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again, y'all. She a hoe. She is. She's the biggest toot in this game. You know, it's between her and, what's that little one that's out there in the desert place with the sand people? Oh, fuck, I can't remember her name. The Sultana. That's right. Those two are after me all the time. I can't get away from them. Couple of straight up prostitutes, dime store hookers. Okay, let's see. Of course he's got more to say, y'all. He's a bit of a yapper. I hate people like that can't shut up. Just always bumping their gums. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, Vorsa, so He says, the Slific folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seed Seeker to no end. Well, my God, that's terrible. Wow, that's terrible. Maybe we should get her, have her call Better Help and get some therapy or something. But Owen, he says, but owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Well, see, y'all, that's what I do. I just go around handing out comfort and warmth, y'all. That's what I do. I keep it in my purse. I say, oh, here, just have a little comfort. Here, have a little warmth. Here, have a little Southern hospitality. So being the benevolent soul that she's benevolent now. My lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Of course, yes. We got to untemper, y'all. The tempering, all that means is that a primal has basically influenced a person in such a way that that person now has come to worship that primal. That's really all it means. Like they're almost like in a zombified state of worship. I wish I knew how to temper people. I hadn't figured it out. I'll figure it out one day. I'm not out here doing these quests so I can learn how to better, or to even temper people. I'm trying to figure out how to reverse it, y'all. Not do it to people. That would be crazy. My gosh. I'm not trying to start a cult or anything like that. That would be absurd. Sheesh. So, right. We got to figure out, the goal is to figure out how to undo it, not to do it so I can use the power for my own, devices. Totally. Yes. So Helix says, once again, how many times is he going to thank me? Just get on your knees already, boy. God. Says, I thank you. Says, had the scions of the seventh dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass my regards to Lady Menphilia. Okay, so I reckon we're going to get sent over to her now. What's that boy's name? I can't ever think of his name. He's very popular Final Fantasy character. Oh, it's just on the tip of my tongue. Damn you, little brain. But so, look at this. Menphilia is contacting me. I forgot I must have some kind of earbud in or something. Menphilia says, hello? Hello? Natalie? Can you hear me? It is I, Menphilia. Oh God, let me get a sip of coffee before I get into this one. So I wanted to actually go out there because I hadn't been out to the Waking Sands in a while. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay. So Menphilia says, Yida and Papa Limo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Oh yeah? What did they say about me? You reckon they said some good stuff? I mean, I'd assume so if they was regaling her with it. Excuse me, y'all. Little burpee poo. So Menphilia says, thanks in large part to you. The name of one primal may be stuck from our list of enemies. And the struck, excuse me, I said stuck, I meant to say struck. And the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Well, you know, they're not shy, y'all. This is, I want y'all to notice something I'm sure you already have, but they are not shy with like just bathing you in praise. Like, I mean, these people will grovel, will they not? I mean, holy shit. How many times have I been thanked already? Like, because I talked to a few damnable cabbage heads. Huh. So Menphilia says, yeah, the end of one tale is but the start of another. Well, it depends on what kind of tale you're talking about. You know, some tales... Oh, fuck it. Never mind. Just read the damn quest. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. I would have praised you of the... Oh, goody. She's gonna praise me of the situation in person. Right. That's why they gave me some free Aetheryte tickets, y'all. When you use these things, you don't have to pay. Look at that. Vesper Bay Aetheryte ticket. Yeah, okay, so let me just... Yep, Tataru. We're gonna go speak to that little toot. She's something of a little sprite, y'all. I didn't mean to call her a toot. I've got the utmost respect for Tataru. Y'all, she does, I'm gonna tell you right now, for such a little thing, she is the damn backbone of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And that's the truth, y'all. She keeps these chuckle fucks in order, okay? Like, a lot of people don't understand this, but without Tataru keeping these idiots on track over there, I mean, it ain't nothing but a Freemason. It's like a Freemasons group. That's really, basically the seventh, you know, a lot of people are out there talking about, oh, the seventh Scions are so important. No, they're not. They're not. That's propaganda. I'll tell you what they are. It's just a hodgepodge group of chuckle fucks, you know, and basically they think really highly of themselves. Like they think they're like the Illuminati, right? They think that basically they're what JFK warned about, like they're some really important secret society. But they're not. They're basically akin to the damn Freemasons. Okay, that's all they are. And that's all they ever will be. And that's the truth. Alright, we're gonna go talk to them though. You know, I'm gonna, what do you call it? I'm gonna not, it's not the... I can't think of the word. Never mind. We're just gonna go talk to them. Tataru. So, well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, Natalie. Yeah, see, she presents herself, y'all, she's so low-key. Like, she presents herself, you know, as this kind of lowly secretary. But I'm going to tell you right now, she's, you know, she's got a lot of weight in this organization. Let me get a sip of coffee. She says, Lady Menphilia. Lady. Yeah, y'all, she's a lady of the night. Straight up red light district special is what she is. Thigh boots and everything. Please enter at your leisure. Okay, Tataru. Just give her a little head pat. Enter the waking sands. Yes, don't mind if I do. Also, this annoys me to no end. Oh, wait. what I was going to say is that there's like 2 doors you have to go through, and it's like 2 different instances. But this time they queued the cinematic on the first door. Interesting. So here, okay, I think this is the first time that we're seeing Alpha Nod. Okay, and I remember him from, you know, many days ago, many years ago at this point, because I think it was like 5 years ago when I played this game a little bit. Let's see. I'm given to understand, he says, excuse me. I'm given to understand that the matter of Ramah has finally been resolved. Well, I wouldn't say it's actually resolved, Alphana, because he's still out there, okay? The only way you resolve a primal problem, okay? Now, I'm just telling the truth here, is you kind of have to kill them, okay? That's just the only way to really do it permanently, because as long as he's out there, they could summon him. Okay, they could summon him, and there's probably enough tempered people that would try it, you know, that they might could do it if they tried. But I don't agree that it's resolved. It's a temporary measure. Oh, see, look at this, huh? Y'all, look. Your girl be thinking, put the props on me. Menphilia's got the same sentiment I do. Look right here. She says, I fear, quote unquote, resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Exactly, y'all. Look at this. For a complete and utter toot, she knows a thing or two, don't she? She says, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Leven will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Right, the foreseeable. That means the future that you can, as of right now, see. Yeah. I agree with that. But Alphanod says, your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. Menphilia says, how fares the investigation? Alphanol says, well enough. Thancred, y'all, that's the boy's name I couldn't think of a while ago. Thancred is sparing no effort. And also Thancred is one hell of a twink, y'all. And I don't get the fascination. You know, there's a lot of fangirls out there that be fawning over Thancred all the time. Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, if you look at... that people out there, these girls are writing fanfic about him. And he ain't nothing but a damn little twink, y'all. He just don't do it for me. Let me get a sip of coffee. I prefer, you know, when I'm... when I got my eyes set on a man, I prefer something of a real man. Okay. Alphanon says, they are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. Menphilia says, I see. Says, I have been meaning to ask, but is Alizé quite well? I fear as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Alphanon says, oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alizé has chosen to walk her own path. Stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. Well, I don't know, Alphanald. You seem a touch overconfident. I mean, it sounds like you hadn't really talked to her, so, you know, I kind of question that. You know, he might have put a little too much hairspray in his hair this morning. or something. Alphinaud says, and on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldesian report will serve you well. And Menphilia says, I take it we can proceed as discussed. And Alphinaud says, why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Okay, so this is a bit of an odd exchange between the two. Let me get a sip of coffee. My mouth is just a touch dry. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I think I felt as if there was something of a touch of sass there at the end from Alphinaud. Did y'all get that? It's like something, a bit of resentment there. Did y'all pick up on that? It's almost like that in the past they had some interaction where Alphinaud had potentially warned against something. Menphilia warned her not to do something and she instead did it. That's usually why somebody says something like that. It's like, oh, you don't need, like, why are you asking me? You don't need my permission, apparently. You know, that's kind of what I got from it. But I can't say, y'all, it's just an instinct. Menphilia says, it's good to see you again, Natalie. Oh, shit. Y'all, I've been what? Have I been stood outside the door all this time listening in? I was just, oh my God, the disrespect, y'all. I was dropping the E's on them. I don't know. Let me see. This door was clearly shut, was it not? So I done overheard some stuff I wasn't... Oh my gosh, my body is betraying me, y'all. Don't cover up your titties, Menphilia. I'm not a pervert, okay? I wasn't looking. But Menphilia says, I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelveswood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. Papa Limo says, with that, we can strike Ramah from the list. Yeah, for now. Okay, I feel like I need to add the caveat onto the end of this every time. Y'all, how much you want to bet? Because I promise you, I remember like fuck nothing of this from like 5 years ago. Let me see, when was I was playing this right before my father passed a little bit. So that was like 21. So 20, yeah, like 5 years ago. 5 years ago. So I don't remember really any of this. But I don't think we've seen the last of Ramah. I bet you. But also, I don't remember killing that bearded bastard. Y'all, he's got one hell... You know you got a beard when, like, a large part of that beard is made up of actual nose hair, y'all. Nose hair. And that's what Ramah's working with. It's like a nose hair beard. Yida says, so who's next? The Sahagin and the Leviathan? Well, I'm gonna need you to calm down, Yida. Like, I mean, can I get a break? Like, goddamn, is there never any time for me? Like, I mean, can I not stop? Like, sometimes I would just like to stop, take a break, you know, maybe make myself some potato salad, you know, maybe a tuna fish sandwich, You know, maybe go for a little red light therapy and maybe a pint of beer or something. Like, when do I get to chill? It's just like one thing, like these people think I'm some kind of goddamn boss killing machine or something. Like, like I'm a boss killing quest doing simulator or something. Like, give me a fucking break. Send me to the beach. Like, make that my mission. Go to the beach, put some tanning oil on my buns, get them nice and golden brown. You know, get some tan on the boobies and everything. Why can't I do that? The fuck, they got me just constantly running around. Oh, just wears me out. Papa Lima says, the Lord of War, what the fuck is that? Has not answered his minions' call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. Well, that's, you know, that's probably good. I can't see, is that a bad thing? You know, you hear minions, and when I hear minions, you know, I don't mind, like, I like having minions, y'all. I'm something of a minion enjoyer, but a lot of times, you know, people, when they use the word minion, it's with a negative connotation. And, you know, I'm out here to promote the word and say that, look, like, not all minions are bad, okay? I have a lot of minions, and I enjoy having them, and they're nice, okay? It's not a chaos demon thing, okay? Because I'm not, so why, I'm not a chaos demon, so why would that be a chaos demon thing? You know, riddle me that. Let me get a sip of coffee. It's hard, y'all. I feel like I'm always on the defensive. So Papa Lima says, while the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sliffs, we can leave them to their own devices. For a time, at least. Okay. Well, can we talk about like an actual threat that we do need to fight? Because I feel like sometimes we spend a lot of time talking about things that we don't really, that we're not even going to bother with. Like, we don't need to talk about it. Like, y'all think about it. Like, you... You know, I used to have a corporate job, and we would call it stand-up, but we sat down. In these meetings we would have every morning, or every couple of mornings, we didn't spend a lot of time talking about things that we weren't concerned about. We didn't start the meeting off with like, okay, here's a list of the top 20 things that we're not going to do anything about. It was always like the most pressing things, like the shit that was falling the fuck apart, you know, that needed immediate addressing. Ay, ay, ay. So I question this organization, y'all. There's no it's like you talk about this concept of organizational harmony. Like, this organization has no, has no harmony, y'all. Oh my gosh. As with the Sliss, we can, oh, I read that. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about more stuff that we're not going to do anything about. So oh, this is Yashtola. Yashtola says for a time, in quotes, okay, yes, we've established that we're not going to bother with them for now. Okay, we've established that. We don't need to keep reestablishing it. I think Menphilia did a pretty good job saying that we weren't worried about it. You know, she's the leader of the organization. She's already addressed it. Okay, so they about to drive, y'all, I don't know if you noticed, but they about to drive me the fuck crazy over here. But it says, we can ill afford to fall complacent. Okay. Papa Lima says, it is as Yashtola says. Okay, just agreeing with her again. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. Right. Papa Lima says, this being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Yes. So maybe we can stop standing on ceremony here and like do some stuff. Yida says, any word on Titan? Okay, this is the first time I think we're hearing about Titan. Ishtola says the Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. Okay, so clearly the kobolds have something to do with Titan, which I'm assuming is a primal of sorts. She also says, we shall hear from them ere long. You may depend upon it. Papa Lima says, indeed, so then of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Yida interrupts. She says, Gridania? Wait, I mean Garuda, who is the primal of Ixal, who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. Okay, Yida. It's not that big a deal, y'all. She just misspoke. I mean, wait. Y'all, am I Minfilia walked off a while ago. Y'all, Minfilia left. Okay, and if you go back just a couple cinematic scenes ago, you will see that there's a shot of this desk and she's not here and she's back. She's back. So okay, I guess she forgot her keys or something. Maybe she forgot her dildo. That's actually, I'm sure that's what it was. Minfilia says, so many moms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our survey. Well, I know what I'm going to conduct. I'm going to conduct some coffee sipping, y'all. That's what I'm about to do. Also, well, I'll tell you after I get a sip. But I just switched us back to pre-rolls as of this morning. I've tested it enough now that I think I just don't give a fuck. To be trying to micromanage breaks and have that, because the reason why is because I think pre-rolls are better for my community, right? There's a chance that pre-rolls hurt my channel growth. There's a chance, okay? But they may not. I think that's up for debate. But the thing that mid-rolls do that aggravate the living fuck out of me. Well, first, why is pre-rolls better for my community? Because like the people that are already here for me and already know me and like me, if they're not subscribed and they come in, they get 1 30-second ad and then they get to watch the entire rest of the whole stream, you know, as much as they want without any more ads. With the damn mid-roll ads, I have to try to time the damn break around it. And sometimes I have to pee before 50 minutes. Sometimes I have to pee after it. And it's like, and it comes during a time when I'm trying to do something. Like I'm in a queue for something. And it's like, oh, fuck. Oh, this is all messed up. And so and plus, when you doing that break and you're away for like whatever it is, 2.5 minutes, people come in on those breaks sometimes. And then they're sitting there they're going to wait for somebody they don't know for like 2.5 minutes. Probably not. But with the pre-roll, at least they come in, they get caught with a break. It's like 30 seconds. So I don't know. The thing is, I just tired of trying to micromanage mid-roll ads. So, the fuck with them. I thought I would mention that because I noticed that it's coming up on an hour when we would normally have a break. But I don't strictly have to pee right now. But I do need some more coffee, so probably here in several minutes or something I might take one. But it just lets me take my breaks more organically is what I'm... And it's the pre-rolls are better for my existing community, so that's why I swap back to them. I don't suspect I'll change it again. I think I done experimented enough. But I just thought I'd let y'all know that. So back with Menphilia. So, okay. It says, what? Were he still with, okay, were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable solution. Big says, she's not wrong there, sigh. You know what? I shouldn't read the sigh, should I? I should do the automatopoeia, y'all. That's one of my favorite words, too. Let me read that again. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? Is that a purple? Is his sleeve purple? My girlfriend was making fun of me last night. We've been trying some different games, messing around a little bit. And she started making fun of my colorblind ass. And I said, you so rude, girl. I've got a damn disability and you over here poking fun at it. Like, God almighty, y'all, don't ever let me get in a wheelchair. She'll probably try to roll my ass down the stairs and shit. Oh, man. There's Seal. Says, hello. Hello, Seal. Hey, girl, how you doing? How's you doing? It says, I lurky and worky. Okay. I hope you have a good day at work and that it goes by fast for you. Okay, Menphilia. But Menphilia says, but one sure step at a time. Okay. Menphilia says, henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the slips. Oh my. Getting the little combo, y'all. The burp hiccup combos. That's what happens when you got a body that's as confused as mine, y'all. It's confused as all hell. Let's see. Under the sage guidance of the Seed Seekers... Menphilia says, I bid you all enjoy a moment. No stuttering. God, I went a whole hour without stuttering, y'all. And here we go. Anyway. Menphilia says, I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. And I would... Y'all, wasn't I just talking about it? I had just said, when are they gonna let me get out to Del Sol, you know, and put a little sun lotion, you know, put a little oil on the cheeks, get them nice and brown, get some sun on the boobies. Like, it's about time they giving me a break, y'all. They've been running me ragged. They got my damn hair frizzy and everything. Like, my God. Gotta put more mousse in it. I like mousse as a hair care product, y'all. It's one of the best. I always, if I'm gonna blow dry my hair, I always put, you know, a nice little egg-sized amount of mousse in it. I think it works better than leave-in conditioner. Because sometimes I'll put leave-in conditioner in, a little bit of spray, and then blow dry it. But I don't go crazy with the blow drying. They say you're supposed to do it like about get it 80% dry with the blow drying. But yeah, I like mousse. Let's see. It adds a little bit of weight to it, you know, and some volume. But Menphilia says, is there something else, Natalie? Well, I don't know. I thought I was done with this girl. She's got her little Goku blowout in the back. You see it. So it wasn't really that I had something else to say. It was her basically stopping me so she could yap some more. This is the fucking queen of yaps, y'all. She says, beg pardon? A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black? Oh, so I've told her this apparently. 12 preserve. Okay. Minfilia says, prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. She says, we must take advantage of the present lull and primal hostilities, investigate this La Habrea, learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to the... She got cut off. She cut herself off. You know, this is bullshit. Okay, this is horse shit, y'all. This rises to the level of actually happy horse shit. And y'all know I have a whole shit scale, okay? And that happy horse shit is up there at the very tippy top. Because I was just about, y'all, I was seeing myself. I was in a fucking lounge chair, y'all. I had a Dos Equis with a lime in it. I was on the beach, y'all. The titties were out. And I was relaxing, for fuck's sake, you know. And God, I had the sunglasses on and everything. I even had an umbrella in my Dos Equis. And now she's telling me about it. I thought it's one of those doorknob moments, y'all. You thought you were out, and then she drags you back in. Oh, the fuck else you want, Minfilia Missile Tits? Oh, here's... excuse me. Got choked on my own words, y'all. Tataru's busting in. We got Brambles on the chat, y'all. You know she's uppity as hell. And I told you, she runs this organization. Okay, I think she's the actual leader. I think Minfilia is a figurehead, y'all. I think that's all she is, okay? And that fucking Tataru actually running. She's running shit. She's the CEO of this place. But she burst in, she says, Minfilia says, Tataru. She's running to her. Oh no, she did. We heard her screaming from outside. Oh goddamn, y'all, it's a cabbage head. A little leaf-faced fucker. Stop swearing. I gotta quit all this swearing, y'all. It's just, it's not ladylike. It's not appropriate. But Minfilia says, a sliv in Thonolin. Oh, that's right. We are out in Thonolin, y'all. We out in the sandy desert. It's Norexia. She says, at long last, this one finds walking one, Natalie. Yeah? So she been looking for me. She says, this one is most dependable of these ones. You damn right I am. You damn right. About time somebody recognized. She says, is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. Y'all see how Papa Limo was looking at her? Like, I swear to God, I think he had a touch of lust in his eyes, y'all. Norexia says, this one is called Norexia. Yes, I know. I know. I guess she's telling that to Tataru because I'm well established. I know who the fuck this is. Okay, this is the little idiot. If y'all remember, I don't know, but this is a long time ago. Okay, this is like a couple months ago. But this little thing goes out in the fucking woods and about gets killed by some trees and shit. I had to come rescue her. I had to bring the whole clan with me to bail her out, y'all. What I'm trying to say is that there's not a lot of brain cells right here. And you can kind of see from her expression that she's a little bit touched. Let me get a sip of coffee. She just ain't gyrating right, y'all. There's a correct way to gyrate, and there's a wrong way to do it. She's doing it the wrong way. So she says, this one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. It's like, well, you can't just bust up in here like this, Norexia. This is a fucking secret meeting. We're secretive people. These people think they're the Illuminati. They're actually the Freemasons. You can't just bust up in here like that and join us. I mean, that ain't gonna fucking happen. I swear to God. Y'all, do you know what? Okay. Do you know what the fuck I had to go through to get into this little shithole organization? I swear to fucking God, if they let Norexia in here after she just pops her head in the door and says, hey, look at me, I'm a little fucking cabbage. Oh, look at me. And they let her in, I will fucking throw this monitor out the window. Y'all, they got me making monitor death threats. I swear to God, though. Let me get my breath, y'all. Don't do it, Tataru. Don't permit her. Don't grant her into our club. Tataru says she's stuttering. Okay, well, I got some sympathy, y'all. I do a touch of stuttering myself sometimes. I got a touch of brain damage. It's okay. I do a touch. But I got sympathy for her. She says, pleasure to meet you, Norexia. Oh. I don't know why I was reading that like it was coming from her to her, but it's actually vice versa. Okay. What the fuck is, why am I getting desktop notifications from Discord? That's not supposed to be happening. It was a nice message, but it didn't have to be, okay? It could have been a very lewd message, but it's popping up. Wait, why doesn't Discord see me as streaming? Uh-oh, let me put myself on D&D. I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to figure that out later, at another time. But it had been doing good, y'all. It had been automatically doing that. Okay, so, wait. Minfilia is out here? Let me do this. Let me just see. Oh. I didn't know she left her little throne room, y'all. There we go. Actually, that's not what there we go. Better. Oh, we're back in her. Right. She doesn't, y'all. She does not leave her little ivory tower. Make no fucking mistake, okay? She doesn't. So we were out here. Okay, I was like, she does not leave. She's never been exposed to sunlight, y'all. Ever since she was an infant and her mama popped her out. It's been the indoor. She's never seen grass, y'all. She's never seen a cactus or anything of the like. She don't leave this fucking place. She's got this little chair. I bet you, look at this. Oh my God. Oh, I thought that was a spot of blood on the chair, y'all. I was about to have all kind of thoughts. But alas, we see that it's some kind of bolt. And that just I was going to say how uncomfortable this chair looks. You know, she's probably got chair sores on her ass, y'all. They're probably infected as well. But at least that's probably why she's standing up. Probably hurts too bad to sit down. You know, you can't just sit around all the time. Let me sit down here. This is my chair. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I run this organization. Don't be looking at me like that, ho. You see how she's looking at me? Let me get a sip of coffee. Let me clap at her. Yeah, that's right. Oh, why do I have to stand up to talk to her? You said, and that's a shit bow. These people in this game do not bow properly. She says, yes, Tasharu is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. Well, that's, you know, number one. I'm not forged of steel. I'm forged of diamonds. Okay? Diamonds. Not steel. Hang on just a second. Now let's see. She says, but it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Natalie, drawn to the hope that shines within you. My goodness, y'all. Gosh, I'm speechless. You know, I don't know what to say. I feel like I've spent a solid hour, you know, having my dick sucked, basically. That's what they... I think what I'm going to do, like when I come to like start going to different places and I go up to a new person, I'm just going to take it out. I'm just going to just go ahead and present it to them, take it out, let it hang there, and let them do their thing, because that's clearly what they want to do. So Minfilia says, yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Yeah, I mean, when perps are like perpetrating like right in front of your face, I mean, they're getting kind of bold, ain't they? But that's what perps do, y'all. Perps gonna perpetrate. Oh, they giving me even more Aetheryte tickets to the Vesper Bay. You know, give me universal ones, you know. Don't make me have to pay these silly fees. I'm the damn warrior of light, y'all, and they got me paying to travel. Like, have I not done enough? Have I not sacrificed enough for these people? What do they... Oh my God, what do they want from me? I'm starting to feel like Batman a little bit, y'all. You know, like Catwoman, she asked him before he rode off on his bat scooter. She stopped him and they were talking. They had an emotional moment. I think this was in The Dark Knight Rises. Very potentially, yet not necessarily. But she stopped him on his little bat scooter and she said, haven't you given these people enough? Haven't you given them everything? And he was like, he looked at her very solemnly and he was like, no, not everything. Not yet. And I was like, oh my God. Batman, you're such a character. Let me get a sip of coffee. Seal says, I could probably whip it out in front of Callie and she would know what to do. Oh my. Callie. Goodness, girl. Hi, yi. Okay, Menphilia. Shadow of Darkness. Callie's embarrassed, y'all. But she ain't disagreeing with it either. Oh my. My. Oh, I will sip coffee to that yet again. And you know what? I need to go get me a fresh cup too, and I need to tinkle. So y'all give me just a couple of minutes and I'll be right back. We'll get started back with Menphilia. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. Glad to be back. Okay. Let's see. Menphilia, Shadow of Darkness. Let me get a sip of this. Y'all, I got fresh hot coffee. Let me get a sip. Oh my goodness. Just wonderful. She's gonna have me investigate some mysterious shit. She said, I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Natalie. Oh my fuck. I mean, woman, do I look fucking weary to you? Y'all, oh my god, I'm about to fucking snap on this hoe, y'all. I mean, my god, the fuck? Do I have bags? Is she saying I got bags under my eyes? Like, am I looking all droopy faced and shit? Like, she literally, this woman talks out of both sides of her fucking mouth all the time. Like, talking about, oh yeah, you need to take a respite, you know, go take a break. I ain't even got out of the fucking room yet, and she's talking about there's no rest for the weary. The fuck? God. She says, we must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Asian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. Well, I mean, that would be, why would you bind your hands to deal with them? You know, why I don't follow Menphilia. Why would you, you know, you don't want to bind your hands, you know, before you deal with the primal. That's just, you know, not a good idea. She says, at present, we know little and less about the Asians. Only that destruction follows in their wake. Okay, she's thinking about them like a boat, y'all. She thinks that the Asians are something of a boat, a ship, because they have a wake. Skip. Menphilia says, I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fear proves to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Okay. She says, earlier I sent word to each grand company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in that we didn't get to kill Ramah, y'all. It feels like that we've gone too much time. You know, I'm something of a primal slayer myself, you know. I enjoy killing them primals, you know. And it's not because I wish to be, you know, the top primal or anything like that. That's not why. Okay, please don't think so. I'm not out here killing off primals so that I can be the best primal or the number one primal. I'm not a primal. Okay, I'm not a primal. I'm not trying to be the top primal. That's not why I'm killing the primals. You know, I agreed to help kill them because I wanted to help Eorzea, of course, and her peoples, yes. It's not just another ploy for power, and I don't know why I said another, because that would imply that all of my other interventions were just, you know, power moves, and they weren't. I was actually trying to help, y'all. I promise. I promise. I'm not just out for myself. So she wants me to go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. Okay, how... She says, how you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. Well, I mean, I'm going to do it however I see fit to do it anyway. I don't know what Missile Tits McGee over here is yapping about, but this is my fucking show. Okay, I run the show. I run things. I'm in charge here. Huh. Missile Tits Minfilia says, but whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Natalie. Well, I always use protection, so I don't know what she's talking about. But we're going to proceed with the mission. All right, let's go out here. Wait, first let me do this. Steps of Nald. Yes. Okay, I believe we're in, where is this? This is, right, this is Ul'dah. Ul'dah is in Thonlin. Gotcha. You can tell, like, I'm, like, trying to get my bearings straight. Okay, right over here. Throne Shaker. Okay. Interesting title. Oh, right here. Looking all around for him. He's right there. His name's Swift, y'all. Swift. He says, the masked man, are you come on behalf of the Scions, of course? Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thonlin. Okay, so this is a rogue. Oh my, y'all look at the chat here. Somebody says, chat, are you being good today? Akora says, no. The same person says, Daddy's gonna get angry with you, kitten. Oh my gosh. Why this game, y'all, I swear to God, there are some true blue sexual perverts that play this game. And I'm trying to, and that's why I started playing it. Not because I'm a sexual pervert, I'm not. And everybody knows that. I started playing it because, you know, I wanted to help break the stereotype of this game. That there were actually people. I wanted people to come to this game, you know, discover me and be like, oh my gosh, look at her. She's over here totally not being a sexual pervert, not constantly talking about that, you know, these kind of things and stuff. And actually, she just deals with the gameplay and gives commentary about that. And it's always, you know, just constantly, this girl is taking the high road. You know, and I was just so happy when I started playing it that I could do that and be that for people, you know. Yeah, just kind of show them a different side of things. That it ain't all a bunch of furries, you know, sitting there in a costume, you know, masturbating with fur on their hands and stuff. It doesn't have to be all that, y'all. But I think the game had kind of went in that direction. And, you know, you seeing it right here in the chat. I mean, I don't think anybody would believe that Mimo Lete is not sat right there in a fursuit, you know, with the front hatch open, doing all sorts of stuff we won't talk about, you know, as they play the game. You know, they're playing the game one-handedly. And they're doing it in general chat. Let me get a sip of coffee. Wait a minute, what's happening? Oh my God. Okay, never mind. Let me get a sip of coffee. My arm's itching. Okay, we're back with Swift, y'all. I got a little distracted. You see what I'm talking? Look, y'all. I'll block this chat out. I don't want y'all to have to read that. It's so much. It's just too much. But Swift says a brass blade stationed at High Bridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of queermen. Fate can be a cruel mistress. Yep. And I don't know, you know, most mistresses are kind of cruel. I don't know. I mean, sometimes you have soft mistresses, but generally they're kind of domineering, you know. I mean, I would say that's been my experience, but I don't have any experience with that sort of thing, of course. Let's see. But Swift says, but do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, High Bridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. Yeah. Swift says, you could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Okay, so it's good, y'all. We found us a nice merchant that doesn't just not completely care about money, you know. Money's not his master. That's good. You see all this mess in chat. I'm not going to read that. That's crazy. All right, let me see. Okay, so we got to go talk to Hihibaru. They be keep y'all. The one thing about this game is sometimes I feel like I don't get to do enough fighting. You know, it's a lot of running around and not as much action sometimes. Okay, it's up there. Oh, 280. That ain't no big deal. How much gil I got? I got 35k, y'all. Oh. Oh. Try not to sneeze. Actually, okay. I'm okay. It's up here. Okay, let me mount up. We're on Camp Dryball. It's not too far. I hate this camp though, because sometimes there's 2 ways to go out of it. You got one way that you go around and go up through there, but you also can come up this way. It could be, I remember it was a little confusing at first getting out of here. I'd be running all around like a damnable chicken with its head cut off. And you know what my friend told me one time? Y'all, I always say I wasn't raised in a barn, but I was raised on something of a farm. And my friend, I said that one time, that saying, because it's a very common southern saying, okay? You know, running around like a chicken with your head cut off, etc. And he said, you know, chickens don't actually run around with their head cut off. And I said, pardon me? He said, no, that's not actually true. I read about it. I said, you silly fuck. I have seen them do it. I have watched them do it. Also, not only that, I'm going to tell y'all something real fucked up. Not only have I seen them do that, I've seen them walk or run around. So my daddy, you know, he used to kill the chickens. You know, some of them we would have for eggs, and some of them he would kill so we could actually eat the chicken. And if he didn't feel like going to get something to do that with, he would just pick them up by the head and twirl them around and break their necks. He would, And then he would put them down and to go do something else. And the chicken would run around with his head flopped over on the side of its neck, running around. And so it wasn't cut off. The head wasn't cut off, but clearly... Stop laughing. This is terrible. God. People are going to think you're crazy as hell. But anyway, so it would run around with his head flopped over and his neck broke. And so not only will they run around with their head cut off, they'll do it with their neck broken, like their head flopping. So, you know, if I can't believe what I saw with my own eyes, you know, what the fuck? So y'all don't believe everything you read, because he's like, yeah, I actually read about it. It's like, yeah, you read about something? Motherfucker, I lived it, okay? I was raised on a goddamn farm, boy. Tell me more about what you read about. I'm dying to know. Oh. So Hihibaru says, welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. Now hold on, Okay, so the boy lacks confidence. Okay, you shouldn't have stalled there and said probably. You know, I appreciate the confidence at the start, and then it was a bit of, you know, a little pussified nonsense there at the end. He says, you're after a masked man. I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Okay, that's funny. Okay, he's got jokes, y'all. He's got jokes. These are Lalafell jokes. They're not mom jokes. I got them mom jokes, y'all. But some people got dad jokes. These are just Lalafell jokes. He says, oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Oh my. Pardon me. Please excuse. Okay. Okay. That's enough of that. God. Fucking burp. I don't even know whether it was a burp or a hiccup, honestly. Says such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Seal says, I heard Lalafell jokes are only a little funny. Good one, Seal. That's a good one. That's a classic good one. Okay, Hihibaru's got more. Look at this, y'all. High bridge times. They're playing off high times. What is it called, y'all? Is it high times at Edgemont High? I'm probably fucking it up. It's something rattling around in there like that. It's a bit of a pun. So he says, when the Order of Nalthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the endless beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a mile of here. Okay. Well, what about that guy? He's, you know, a mom is a mile. I'd say he's closer to us than a mile. There's somebody right there roleplay walking. You don't see that very often. Maybe they'll come over here and roleplay with me. But he said, I sold everything I own to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. Well, yeah, sometimes you just gotta keep trying, boy. You just got to try. Let's see, he says, but if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. My God. So that would be a pretty... He'll never recover. He says, whining won't do me any good, though. No, it won't. But it might make you feel better. That's why people do it. It says, no, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you would like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. But, I mean, y'all, this boy's confusing the hell out of me. We're going from talking about the masked man to his financial woes and back and forth. Like, god damn, y'all. I think he's got ADHD, y'all. He's reminding me of myself. Like, look, there's only room for one of us to be so afflicted, okay? If everybody's got this, we won't get anything done. He says, the masked man, bah! Thal, take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Okay, so not only does he have ADD, I think he's also got, a touch of borderline personality disorder. God. I'm putting all y'all, I'm something of an amateur therapist, y'all. Look. What's she doing? This is the one, y'all, that was roleplay walking. Oh my god, she's got tiny ass feet. Girl. The fuck you... Holy shit. Let me look at them. God, y'all. Look at the... There's some little ass feet you got, honey. I hope you don't ever have to kick nobody. I saw you looking at me. She got too shy. Alright. Let's go. I got stuff to do. High bridge time, high bridge time. Okay, so we got like 3 things. Okay, let me mount up. I know how to do it. It's very simple. Easily accomplishable. That's definitely a word. Okay, so let's talk to the absent-minded merchant. On the trail of a masked man. Hey, I've heard him, and I take offense to that, y'all. Absent-minded. It's not that my mind is absent, y'all. It's that it's just not where you would probably want it to be most of the time. But it's definitely on, it's definitely present. It's just on something other than that which it needs to be on. Okay. God damn it. Let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, he says, hey, I've heard of them, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. Okay. Says it said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's all I can say, little though it is. Well, I mean, that's a good bit. I mean, he told me he's in black robed. But I think we knew that he was an Asian, and Asians, they kind of wear black robes. I mean, it's what they do. Okay, let's go. So I guess that's not really that helpful. Let's talk to somebody else. I'm too zoomed in. I had to zoom in to look at how little that girl's feet were. I mean, them damn tiny ass feet. Impressive merchant. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters looking about. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Says folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the queerning raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Okay. Okay, somebody knows, y'all. Somebody's gonna get us. It'll be the last person, of course, that gives us some actual info. Let me go up here. I think this is the right way. No, gosh darn it. I have to go over the bridge. Boop. Pew, whoop. That's my new sound effect I'm working on, y'all. Pew, whoop. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll get it down, y'all. I'll make it sufficiently cute enough. Here we go. Multiloquent merchant. Okay. I like that one's name, Goga Shoe. That's pretty good. The merchant says, "Hey, I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thonlin too." Okay. Y'all, she following me. You see her? She following me, the chick with the little feet. Says, "Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of my imagination. But little is known about him otherwise." Okay. Okay, well, we just talked to 3 people and they didn't really help us. I wonder what class she is. She's got a little shield on her back. Is she a protector of sorts? Okay, here's Hihibaru. He says, "Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use." No, I didn't. You sent me to like 3 chuckle fucks. They didn't know what to even say. You know, they basically just said, "Oh yeah, nobody's coming around anymore." He says, "Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier." Okay. "It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Queernin raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all." Yeah, it's probably the guy I'm looking for. It's probably the Asian dude. Probably La Habrea. I like that name. It's fun to say. You know, some words, some names, they just roll off your tongue. He says, "I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person." No, it doesn't. No, because if you don't, think about this. I mean, I always say it. If you don't take care of yourself, you sure as fuck ain't going to be able to take care of somebody else. And even if you can, you won't be able to do it for long. So you have to, a little bit of self-interest, y'all. It's like Ayn Rand always said. Y'all know about her. I read a bit about her. I read a bit of her stuff, y'all, in my college days. But she was a big proponent of, you know, some self-interest, you know. And she makes a good argument for it. Let me get a sip of coffee. Ayn Rand. I always called her Ayn Rand because it was, I mean, it had a Y in it, y'all. I'm pretty sure. But a lot of people just say Ayn Rand. So it says, "I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know." Okay. Okay, so he's got some more info. Let me accept, hey. He says, "I finally got some honest to God's information on your masked man." Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, boy, it would have been weird as hell if you saw him with somebody else's eyes. You know. He said, I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed, excuse me, got a touch of the raspy. Let me get a sip of coffee. God, sound like I swallowed a fucking pine tree, y'all. Let me see. That's not that much better. Let me try again. Okay. Maybe that's better. It'll have to be good enough. Okay, so he says, I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thaw's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. Okay. He says, as if in answer, some queerning appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. Okay. Says, after the group had disappeared, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It'll be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. Okay, I mean, I feel like there's, praise on one hand and a bit of besmirchment on the other, y'all. I mean, that's not really saying that I'm more than enough for a pack of rats. That's not really setting the bar too high, is it? I mean, come on, bro. But you know what? Somebody as little as him, that probably is high praise. Because, I mean, goddamn, you talk about how a baby can drown in an inch of water. A baby could also be killed by a pack of rats, y'all. So that's a big okay, I get it, y'all. It's a big damn deal for him to say that. Oh my God. Let me get a sip of coffee. There's Schmood. Schmood says, you would be amazing at narrating audiobooks. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Schmoo. Thank you. I was about to say nuh-uh, but I learned a long time ago that when somebody gives you a compliment, you just say thank you and, appreciate it for what it is. There was a lady that taught me that years ago. She told me I was actually, let's see. Yeah, she told me one time, she was like, you have a nice smile. And I was like, no, and I started saying nuh-uh, basically. And she was like, I was like, what? She's like, She said, you just smile and say thank you. And I was like, okay, but it took me a long time to understand why. But thank you, Schmoo. I appreciate that. So what do you think? Okay, so did I read this? No. He says, so what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Well, I'll be honest, I haven't been lingering about, okay? I've been non-stop busybodying, okay? I've been up there, I've been down here, I've been over yonder. I've been running these fucking legs off, y'all. And they ain't letting me fight nothing either. I ain't killed not one thing. in the hour, 2 hours I've been playing. The Smooth says, you're welcome. Thank you. Oh, hang on, y'all. Okay. I got to go. All right. That's my... Okay, let me go take my antibiotic real quick, and I'll be right back. My little alarm's going off. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. Glad to be back, too. Let me get a sip of coffee and we'll get back on. Pretty good. Okay, where there is smoke, there is fire. I had to finish it, y'all. I can't... My brain was auto-completing it, so it must have been done. I had to do it. Let's see. Okay, right. He had said he saw a masked man meeting the Beastmen people. Okay. Well, he says in secret, y'all. It wasn't, they weren't meeting in secret if he saw it. Oh, man. Let's see. All right, let's go up here. Oh, yeah. These parts of the world are... I'm torn. I think they're pretty. Like these big stone... whatever these things are. Big glowing stones sticking up out of the ground. I don't really know what to call them. So that's what we'll... yeah, that's what we'll call them. Big stone... shine... I don't know. Fuck it. Oh, man. Alright, we got a little ways to run, y'all. We'll just have a gander. There's some axe beaks over there. Some beetles. It's just a very scenic... Sometimes, you know, I debate about when I'm running a ways and I'm like looking at stuff, I kind of think, should I just be quiet and let everybody enjoy the scenery, or should I just yap about, you know, this, that, and the other, you know? But I don't know. I suppose I just let my brain pick the right thing to do at the time and just let it do that. I don't really have to worry about it too much. Let's see. Hop up here. Boop. And we reached our destination. Boo, whoop. I'm going to get it right. I hadn't been able to do it just like Lucy as of yet, but I'll get it. Let's see. Smoldering coal. Let me read that. Let me get... Why didn't I get some more coffee? That's what I should have done while I was getting my antibiotic. But I'm going to wait just a little bit longer to do my, change my wound dressing today. Try to wait about an hour, and then so we can push it out, because it is starting to heal up. It's getting that integrated look, and I think things are going the right direction. So I can probably push it out an hour, and then maybe by tomorrow I can be comfortable enough to do it another hour, but I might wait. But let's see. So smoldering coal, a red hot piece of carbonized wood. That is what a piece of coal is, after all. Yes, when placed on wet wood or leaves, will create a billowing tower of smoke that can be seen from miles. Okay. Use it. Uh-oh. This is our first fight, y'all. I gotta remember how to ninja. Jump down here. Beat his ass. What does it do again? I think when I use R... Hell, I don't even know. Let me read my abilities. See, I only got to kill one person, y'all. That's really not enough. Very disappointing. Let me see. What does this even do? So you make the ritual mudra hand gesture for heaven. Oh, right, that's right. We do sign language. Okay, it's a bit of ninja sign language. Triggers the cooldown of weapon skills. Mudra and ninjutsu upon execution. Let me see. Conversely, execution of weapon skills triggers the cooldown of this action. Right, so you're cycling back and forth between them. I'm still, you know, from that description, I'm still left a little bit baffled, if I'm being honest. It's just one of those things where you understand all of the words that have been said, yet you still don't know what they mean. You still don't know what the fuck they're talking about. How does that happen? Gosh. Leave it to Final Fantasy, though. They figured out how to confuse you even when you know exactly what they're talking about. Gods damn, they must be geniuses. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, I joined a fate. No, I didn't. I ain't joining no fates. We going over the high bridge. I swear to God, if I go exploring, y'all, I'm gonna do it. You think I won't? I'll do it, okay? If I go around this zone and I don't find a bridge that's called Low Bridge, I will write a fucking letter to this company, y'all. Because that would be so... Because why would you name it High Bridge if there's not a Low Bridge, right? Because when you... Otherwise there's no need for the distinction. I swear to God, there better be... That better right there, that better be Low Bridge, okay? I'm not going to go over there to look, y'all. Okay, I'm not that crazy. Okay, I don't see a Low Bridge. But there had better be one. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let me jump down this. That's a steep ass ramp. You know what? Fuck it. Leave the goddamn... I'm getting choked now. Leave the ramp alone and go to the quest giver. I swear to God. Anybody got any focus I can buy? I mean, for fuck's sake. Baru. Jean-Claude, y'all, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme. The Claude had an ED on it. It was quite clever. I had to say something about that, y'all. I really did. You know, I know it's just further distraction and everything, but your girl appreciates a good name. So back with he says back so soon? I mean, did you want me to take longer? I could have took longer, but you know. He says, were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? What is this? It's a paper ward inscribed with a prayer to the patron deity of Al-Mahigo, Rogar? Okay. Sounds important, y'all. It's probably not important because they have a tendency to name things in this very churched up manner in this game, and they're not that important, you know. Let's see. He says, this scroll, it bears a prayer to Rogar the Destroyer. Oh my gosh. Calm down, he. He says, in case you're unfamiliar, Rogar is the guardian deity of Al-Mahigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. He says, it's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last gil that your assistance was all Amigan. I messed that up. Let me get a sip of coffee. But it was good enough. He says, it seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. Yeah. He says that self-same merchant also senses danger ahead and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Well, I mean, God's damn boy. I've been trying to pump my little brakes for like 2 hours here. Like, I've been trying to get to the beach, you know, get some sun on the buns, but damn. Every time I turn around, somebody's telling me, oh, you can take a break. And then like the other side of their mouth, they're like, oh, by the way, a new primal threat has emerged that desperately needs your attention. And I'm like, what the fuck? Leave you. I mean, God. Gosh, a girl can't let her hair down, y'all. The fuck? This game's crazy. These people are crazy. I would love, but yes, to answer the question, yes, I would like to take things nice and slow, okay, but nobody's letting me do it. Complete. Oh my God, look at that man's mustache. That's a hell of a mustache. He has a suggestion to help you with your investigation. Okay. He says, the Alamegan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So, it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head toward Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Okay. He says, just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wastelands they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not so warm welcome. Well, I'm always prepared for whatever type of welcome, you know. I keep my daggers close at all times. Or as Jack would say, my stabbers, y'all. That's what he calls them. Because Jack he has a tendency, he likes to talk like a little fucking baby. You know, there ain't another person in the whole damn game that refers to daggers as stabbers. But, you know, Jack fancies himself a fucking toddler, if we're being honest. Okay, I just thought I needed to say that. Get a sip of coffee. There's Waylon. Waylon says you should ask them if they have coffee there before you go. Yeah, I mean, Waylon, I like to think that them bags right there are full of beautiful coffee beans, you know. They're nice and fresh. They just need to be roasted. Like my uncle. These days, I'm living that Keurig life, y'all. I'm something of a degenerate. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I won't tell you no lies. We don't tell no lies on this channel. Complete and utter family channel it is. But, I'm on that Keurig life. Been on that Keurig life for years. People keep trying to get me off of it. They say, oh, don't you want to French press your coffee? Don't you want to do this? Don't you want to grind your own beans at least? I mean, why don't you bake your beans? I'm like, God, Why don't you kiss my ass, okay? Leave me the fuck alone. I've been down those roads, and I know where they lead, okay? It's a bunch of, where those roads lead is a bunch of snooty, highfalutin nonsense, okay? And you become one of these snobby fucking people. Okay, that's what happens. I know exactly what's down them roads because I've been down them. Okay? But my uncle is the most relentless fuck you ever meet in your life. He's one of these military boys. He was in the Navy, did years in the Navy, and he's always, oh God, he's a yapper, y'all. I love him to death, but he will yap your fucking ear. Y'all think I yap? I don't yap. He yaps. And I have to constantly interrupt him because he's always yapping. But he's always about, well, don't you want to like roast your own beans, put them in the oven, you know? And y'all, I went over to his house. It wasn't even maybe 6 months ago. And I walk in there. Before I even get in the house, the door is open. He's got the door, like the storm door, open on the house, and there's smoke coming out of it. Okay, I walk in, there's a fan like blowing at the door. Okay, and I'm in there choking. I'm like, you know, I'm like, the fuck is going on? Okay, you know what he's done? He's got like 2 pans of coffee beans that he forgot about in the oven that he was roasting and had burnt the living shit out of them. And it had the whole house smoked up. He's talking about, don't you want to like bake your, you know, roast your coffee? I'm like, no, I don't. And I'm tired of saying it. I done said it enough. And this is exactly why, because I don't want my house smelling like smoke. That shit gets in your curtains. It gets everywhere. It makes everything stink. And I'm just not here for it. But you know, that's just a tidbit, y'all. That's really that's really neither here nor there. Okay, let me get a sip of coffee. Oh my. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, stop laughing. Nothing is funny. There's no reason to be laughing. Stop it. It's not allowed. This is a humorless channel, y'all. There's no humor on this channel. We don't do that here. Everybody knows that humor is ungodly and you can't be having it and doing it. Oh, it's the work of the devil. No laughing. He says, now I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. Okay. And while you have, oh, he's still going, y'all. These little fucking yappers. Oh my. Excuse me. Okay, body, calm down. I'll get the fucking pepper spray. I swear to God, y'all, I will pepper spray myself. Calm down. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. It says, I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, call some friends. Wait. No, not friends, y'all. That wouldn't make no sense. We don't kill our friends, okay? That was a mistake. Y'all, it was not. I promise that was not a Freudian slip. I do not kill my friends, okay? It said fiends. There's no R. Okay, call some fiends, not friends. Spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Oh my, y'all. Yeah, that's right. Put some props on me. Whatever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Well, okay. He seems like a nice little feller. We accepted our quest. What is Helmheart doing? And why would he be named in such a way? Like, who? You can only wear a helm on your head. You can't wear it on your heart. And yeah, I know it's H-A-R-T, you know, but it just bothers me. I'm trying to click, y'all. I'm acting like I'm playing like Lost Ark or EverQuest because I'm like trying to click right there to move over. Trying to move over. Like, what the fuck? Okay, God. Oh my. Somebody let me borrow some brain power or something. Hair club for hire. Okay. Bless his heart. I noticed that he's got a touch of the baldness, y'all. And you can't really tell if it's natural or if it's you know, it's a look he's cultivating. You know, there's men out there these days, y'all, that do not have receding hairlines whatsoever. And they go about shaving their head anyway. And they're doing that. They're doing that to cultivate a particular look, to look more masculine. Okay, that's why they're doing it. But also, they actually fancy themselves bald. It's like they're trying to they're trying to, what's the word? Like they're trying to double dip, right? Like they're looking more masculine, okay? Because some men, I'm gonna tell you right now, some men look real good bald, okay? That ain't no secret. But here's the thing. You got these boys out here shaving their head and got plenty of hair. But then they're trying to act like they're making jokes like when I used to have hair. It's like, motherfucker, I can see I can see your hairline and that you're not actually bald. Okay? So why are you it's like they're trying to get sympathy, but at the same time look more masculine, and it's just confusing the hell out of me because I can see they've got stubble way up on their forehead. You know? It's like, you fuck. You are stealing a disability while at the same time getting to look more masculine and handsome. God damn these people, y'all. I'm telling you right now, you've got to keep an eye on people. You got to keep an eye on them. I'm declining this quest because I can see that he's not a natural bald man. And I just have a disdain for it. A distaste. Let me get a sip of coffee. It's enough yapping, y'all. I've filled my quota. There's the girlfriend putting a cozy in the chat, and she's took me off cursing. Oh my God! I wasn't even. Did I swear in all that? I don't even think I swore. But I done got banned from my swear words. Oh my gosh. You know, baby, you know that's not gonna work. We tried this before. I should probably take that out. The Y-A-L-L. We tried before and I could not resist saying it. I'll try though. 10 minutes, 35, I'll be free. All I can really do is just not talk. Let me see. Okay, I gotta go down Southern Thonolin. Little Alamigo. I'm not a yapper. I don't do that. You know, I used to be the self-styled queen of yapping, you know. I used to say that I was Azeroth's top yapper. Now I'm saying I don't yap. I'm just stalling for time as my little brain puts together the next step. That's really what I'm doing. Okay, let me just click the thing. And then, oh my God. Not attuned. I am attuned. Y'all, that... There's one. That's a blast. Okay, I've already bloopered. Do a count. Keep count of it. That was one. I'm actually trying not to say it too, which is hilarious. Okay, I just got to go down this way. We got a long run. I guess I could port to Dry Bone and then go from there. That's what I'll do. That little Stitch emote's cute. She's been trying to get me to watch Lilo and Stitch, and I almost said it. I swear to God. I don't know how I caught myself, but I almost said the Y word. Let's see. Maybe I can catch some of them. Okay. How do you get out of this camp? I think you go... No. This way. Let me just go up like this. We'll go this way and then we'll see. Baby, I was... Before the stream... I was like, I don't, you know, I was planning on doing it, but I got up and I ate breakfast, which is of course my little protein bar. Always the same protein bar. It's either mint. I have, of course, for those that don't know, this is my everyday breakfast. I've been eating this breakfast for like 6 or 7 years. At least, okay? But I found these protein bars at Aldi. Now, I don't know. Aldi's one of these smaller chains, so you guys might not have one. That'll be my substitute word. I'll try to use that. Maybe I can do it. I'm doing better than I did the last time when we did this. I think Vol did this to me when I was doing the TRP bingo. And but yeah, so there's 2 protein bars that I get. I get the mint and I get the peanut butter. And you can get them at Aldi, and they're made the brand of them or whatever is called Elevation. And they are so good. But I have one every morning with black coffee. Yesterday I had a banana with it as well and some peanut butter because I was accidentally losing weight, and so I was trying to get my calories back up. And I ate 3,000 calories yesterday. Y'all, that's a lot. Okay. I ate a lot, and I think I stopped the weight loss, so I could probably eat a little bit less today. But there's Rag. Rag says hi. Hey, Rag, how you doing? How's you doing? Okay, this is right. To go this way. Yeah, I think this is right. Okay, we crossed the border. Okay, we're not going to get deported because we're very sneaky, okay? No deportation by the Alamegan authorities. They'll never catch me, y'all. I did it. That's twice. That's twice. Okay, I done bloopered twice. Oh my gosh. I'm trying so hard to. Let me think. Let me get a sip of coffee while I think. Don't let me forget to attune myself. Oh, you're sick. Rag, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better soon. Rag says, don't think too hard. Rag, don't worry. Even when I'm thinking real hard, I don't think a lot gets done, you know. There's just not a lot of there's just not a lot of brain cells, you know. You know, I always say they're quite overrated. I think life is better on low brain cells. That's been my experience. Rag says you might get an idea. Yeah, that could be deadly. We don't want we don't want me getting ideas. Okay, let's be clear. Okay, here's he. Oh my gosh. Oh, let me try again. Hihira. It's really quite simple. You see how easy that was? Gosh. You just slow down for a second and think. But y'all, there it is. Oh my gosh, that's 3 times. Somebody's gonna have to spank my bottom. Put me in the corner. Gosh. I'm the one that's supposed to be spanking the bottoms. But I can't stop derping. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, I ate, y'all. There we go. There. Okay, just forget it. There's no point. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. So I give up. Yeah, I give up. How many minutes did we get? Like 5 minutes. Gosh. But at least I haven't sworn. I'm still trying with that one. So it was let's see. Pizza. Y'all, I ate so much food yesterday. I can't remember what I had for lunch. I put it in MyFitnessPal. That's how I keep up with it. But I made a pizza. It was a 3-meat stuffed crust pizza, you know, so it had the cheese in the crust and it was like a thicker crust. I ate all but 2 slices, and I think I cut it six ways, something like that. But it was so good. I just sat there and ate and ate and ate. It was delicious. But I did that because I was accidentally losing weight. I thought I was eating at my maintenance calories, and I was like, oh my God, it might be the surgery thing. Like my body's like using more calories to repair the surgical site or something like that. But you wouldn't think it would need that many more, but I was eating. I said, we ain't losing no more weight. Rag says, I'll spank you. Kappa. Rag. Hihira. Okay, back with Hihira. Okay, I can focus, y'all. I promise I can do it. It says, why? Yes. Hihibaru's my father. Okay. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with my family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? Let's see. She says, a masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the... excuse me. Oh my. I swear to God, it'll be the pepper spray. I'll do it, y'all. I keep it right here on my desk for when my body starts getting carried away. Let's see, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak to Gundobald. Gundobald. What kind of name is that? Gundobald. I swear to God, if he's not bald, it's gonna be a problem. Okay. The leader of the settlement says, I must warn you though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Well, you know what? He's gonna accommodate me, or he's gonna get the fucking ninjutsu, y'all. I swear to God, I will take out my gat. You know, the actual gat. I know that these days people, you know, you got these youngsters out here running around talking about, you know, a gat is something like a booty. It's not a fucking booty, y'all. Please, I'm here to dispel the nonsense. Do not listen to that. A gat is a gun, y'all. It will always be a gun. It will never be a booty. We already have at least 100 words that refers to an arse, okay? We've got way too many words for butt already. We're not going to start calling it a gat, okay? It's not. That's a gun. But I will whip out my gat, not my booty, my gat, and I'll fucking make like Tommy Shelby on these people, y'all. Think I won't? Think again. Let me get a sip of coffee before they run me out of breath. Rag says, get over here, lady. I'll threaten you with a good time. Cat, LOL. I know, they gotta stop. They got to stop. I'm here to put a, you know, I'm something of a linguist. You know, I'm something, I enjoy the words, I do. And I'm definitely, you know, something of an amateur linguist. And I won't stand for it. I won't even sit for it either. You know, this misuse of language, I won't allow it. Not on my watch. I'm a proper queen, and I put down the rabbles, okay? That's one thing I do very well. When there's any sort of nonsense rabble, I just quash it. Let's see. She says, a masked man. I'm afraid. Wait, I'm about to I'm about to read the same thing twice. Y'all, gosh, don't let me do it. Oh my. Oh no, Ray. Not the Riz. Rags over here coming for the Riz, says like Riz or whatever. Yeah. There's all sorts of new words that aren't really words. Here he is. Oh my God. That man is not follically challenged, y'all. He's got more hair. Look at the hairline. He's got the hairline of a proper vixen, y'all. Look at the mustache. Now that is a luxurious mustache. There must be a lot of wax in that thing. Okay. And he's got product in the hair as well. You know, you don't get hair that is that frizzless, okay, without putting product in it. And you know, this man is not ashamed of who he is. Let's make no mistake. Okay, he's got the open armor on the chest. Okay, we notice that. We also notice that he's got some hella fucked up eye makeup. That is not how you apply mascara. Okay, but he did not give a fuck this morning. Let's be clear. When he got out of bed, it was waxing the mustache, some funky mascara, and I don't know, this is not gel. It could be natural oil. Sometimes people, you know, but he doesn't, to me, I kind of take him as a man that bathes quite regularly. You know, you can't keep your boyfriend happy if you don't take a bath, you know, on the reg. You gotta wash your booty. You know, you gotta do it. And I know there's a lot of gamers out there, you know, that this is gonna come as a shock to them, but you got to wash your booty. You know, you got to wash between your legs. Wash under your titties as well, because, you know, you don't want crust under there, okay? Keep the crust on your pie, not under your titties. Okay, that's not where it goes. You know. I know these are shocking revelations, but let me get a sip of coffee. So Gundo Not So Bald is what I'm going to call him. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Okay, don't talk to me like that. I don't care about your fancy eye makeup. I don't care that you're like 6.5, 7 feet tall. He is about, yeah, he's at least a head and a half taller than me. Says looking for a masked villain. Also, those gloves are not necessary. You know, we're out here in the middle of a desert. There's a lot about his outfit. I mean, if I'm being honest, there's a lot about it that's not necessary. We're in a desert, y'all. And deserts do tend to be warm. You know, and these gloves, they look like the kind of gloves I put on when I'm taking a turkey out of the oven. You know, these are not the kind of... They could be made for battle, or they could be made for taking a turkey out of the oven, you know. Whoever made them couldn't really decide their use, I don't think. So, yes, he says, looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? Well, you know, just be a good person. That's what I always say. He says, we struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You know, that's kind of how I feel as an adventurer. Like, I struggle enough without having to help every fucking village I happen by, you know. But I do it anyway, don't I? And the reason I do that is because I'm a good person, and I've come to help, and I've come to spread cheer, and I've come to spread positivity, you know? That's why I keep on keeping on, Gundo Not So Bald. But that's okay, I see you feel differently. You know, not everybody can be as moral as I am, y'all. I have impeccable morality, I do. That's okay. We all got to start somewhere. Oh, wow. He just flipped the table on me, didn't he? He says, you're not welcome here. Be gone. Well, that's fine. You know what? I didn't want to help you no way. You know, I was doing all this because I'm on a secret mission. You know, he doesn't know this, okay? He can't see past his mustache, basically. That I'm on a secret mission to save the world. He doesn't understand that by helping me, he's helping me save him and the rest of the world. Because I'm the warrior of fucking light, y'all. I'm the warrior of light. And I don't mean to brag, but I'm kind of a big deal, okay? And he needs to recognize the sunset orange dye. So I wonder where that's coming from. You know, you finish a quest. I guess it came from the giver. So he's not giving me this. I'm just getting it because I'm completing a quest. You know what? I'm overthinking it. I'm going to move on. Oh my gosh, I think we found Gundo's boyfriend right here. Let me have a look. He's more brazen than Gundo. Let me just have a look here. Okay. This is, oh my God, why would you put an H, an R, and an E? It's Hirfring. I can't pronounce that. A ways northeast of here, you'll find the sepulcher. A frightfully named place, no? Well, I mean, it is a sepulcher, okay? Fitting, though, seeing as how it's best known as home to the villainous Corpse Brigade. Well, my God, who would start a brigade and call it the Corpse Brigade? I mean, you know, y'all, as someone that is not a cult leader, very clearly. Very honest about that, open about it. Not a cult leader, don't know much about it. But if you were going to start a cult or a brigade, you want to name it in an innocent way, right? You don't want to name it like suicide cult or death cult or extremely kinky sex cult. You do not want to name it those types of things, okay? That will kind of put the members off, you know? I mean, tell me if I'm saying something crazy here, because I feel like this is common sense as someone with no experience with cults. But they named their cult, you know, they called it Corpse Brigade, right? It's like, just tell the cops exactly what you're fucking doing, you know? I mean, okay, never mind. Get out. He says, I'm done with him. Get off my screen, boy. Let me see. I didn't even do it. Let me go up here and attune to this janky place. It's a pile of mess. Clean this camp up too. Gundo bald, Gundo not so bald. Clean this shithole up, why don't you? Gosh, got this boy over here swinging at nothing. Yeah, the air's not gonna hit you back, son. It's not gonna do it. That's not really good practice. Go up here. Who is that? Gisley Burt. That's what I'm calling him. Sounds pretty good. Oh, these are some interesting plants. They look like balloons of some sort. Let me get my attunement here. Very important. Hop down. Because when you're a cat, you have to hop down. I mean, this is something that must be understood. You never simply walk off of a cliff, okay? It's not how cats work. That's not how you do it. You jump up and you jump down. Pew, whoop. It's not funny. Let me click on this guy. Let me get a sip of coffee. Okay. T for 3. I'm making good progress. I'm making pretty... I mean, we're smoking out here, y'all. Smoking the heck out of these quests. I'm on a level 25 quest. Somebody was saying to me that I was above the level for like the scenario quest when I had my old character. But I hadn't really done anything, and all I've done this time is just a scenario mixed with a job quest, and I'm on level 25 scenario quest, but I'm level 32, so you just naturally get ahead. You know, I hadn't used any experience boosting potions or anything, so. Seal says, call my cult knitting on Tuesdays, quote unquote. Yes. And I would say, as someone who has never been a cult leader, doesn't have any intentions on currently running a cult or starting a cult or growing a cult, cultivating a cult, not doing any of that, totally, no sarcasm, of course. I think that's an excellent name for a cult. I don't know how I would know that, but I would just think that you would want to name it in such a way as to not draw too much attention to it, you know. But also, I do think cults can be fun, just if I'm being honest. You know, I like to be honest. I enjoy it, you know. I like to tell the truth as much as possible, you know, which is all the time. Of course, you know, there's not, I know that implied that there was a period of time maybe when I didn't tell the truth or don't, but ignore that. I misspoke. Always tell the truth, of course. I forgot what I was going to say, to be honest. And now I'm stalling for time as I think my next thought. So T for 3, except A. Well met. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, but yes, cults can be a lot of fun. I've never been in one, but I've read that people have had like really positive experiences, that you can have a really great community and all that. Yeah. So this is Gislybert. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gislybert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I've heard tell that you had business with Gundo Not So Bald. Knowing the bristly old bear. See, I told you that he was something of a homosexual. Did I not say it? That was him and his boyfriend. He's saying right there, the grizzly old bear. And we know that is coded language for a big, beautiful, burly gay man, y'all. It says, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. He did. He told me to fuck off. And it was very impolite. And I did not appreciate it. Not one bit. Gislybert says, owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men, and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man where I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. Okay. He says, hang on, y'all. I feel like I have to burp, and I'm trying to wait. There it goes. I knew it. Like, if I start yapping, and then I'll be like, it'll get me all messed up. It's so embarrassing. He says, on the trail of a mass villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men on lookout for Almaja. Wait, how do you pronounce what? Almaja. Okay, that's what I'm going with. To the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. Okay. Gislybert says, I had a mind to take each of them a cup of sweet thongling tea so as to lift their spirits. Yes. So he's made a mistake there. He just blundered. Okay, he was on book, and he just oofed, y'all. Because he said sweet thongling tea. You know, if I have a real problem, I have a real hang up. You know, I don't have, y'all seen me, you kind of know me now. I don't really get hung up on little stuff, of course. That's just not what I'm known for. But the thing is, like, it's not tea if it's not iced, okay? Because I'm a person that when I have sweet tea, it's got to be iced tea. And here's why it's always iced. It has to be super, super cold to be enjoyable. And there's people out there that try to get away, and I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't work. Okay. If you don't put ice in your tea, I know I've always referred to it as iced tea. I kind of just leave the sweet off. And the reason I do that is because I'm from a world that sweet is implied, y'all. I've never had tea, nor do I accept tea or think it exists without being sweet. That's just not a reality that I partake in. Okay, I'm a Southern girl. You don't have to say sweet tea. It's fucking assumed. Okay, I'm dead serious. Dead ass, as they say. Okay, but why is it iced? Because it should be so sweet that you can't drink it without it being cut over ice. Okay, y'all think I'm just yapping here. I'm not. I'm dead serious. It's a technical reason. You need a beautiful number one, the glass has to be pretty and it has to be large. Okay, and it has to be filled to the brim with ice cubes, rather. And then you pour your tea in, and the tea is made so sweet that if you didn't have the ice to water it down a little bit, you wouldn't be able to drink it. Okay, but the ice does another thing. It makes it super cold. Okay, super cold. People try to get around this, y'all. People think they're smart and they try to get around it. And they say, okay, I'm not going to make the tea that sweet, so I don't have to put the ice in it. Well, you mess up the whole thing when you do that, okay? Because now you're drinking tea straight out of the refrigerator with no ice, and it's not sweet enough. I'm telling you, it's iced tea for a reason. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, Smooth says, laugh my ass off. I can't handle stuff being that sweet. Yeah. But here's the thing. When you put it on the ice and you let it rest for a minute, it cuts it down by a lot. And so it won't like knock your socks off. But if it's like me, you always assume it's over ice. It's got to be really sweet. You couldn't take this out of the refrigerator and just drink it. It would make you sick. It would make you sick if you tried to take my sweet tea out of the refrigerator and drink it without the ice. But if you put the ice and you have the right size glass and everything, it's going to be just perfect. I'm an expert tea maker. Oh, man. Gisli Burt's being so polite. He's like, what the fuck? He's just sitting here like, the fuck is she doing? She's been staring at me just yapping about sweet tea. It's like nobody's even... He's like, oh my God. Let me turn my ceiling fan on, y'all. Also, ceiling fans. Oh no. Y'all, I just put a battery in my smoke detector yesterday, and it was hell getting up there, standing in a chair. And now I swear to God, I just heard it beep again. I will take the battery out of it. Because it ain't doing me like this. Got me running around here putting I just put a 9-volt battery in it yesterday, and it's talking about beep. I bet y'all it's about to go off. Like, oh my God, I swear to God. Hang on just a minute, y'all. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to have to, it's about to start alarming very loudly. And I'm going to go ahead and this will be a good time to take a quick little break. I'll be right back in just a minute or two, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Crisis averted. Okay. Yes, what's going on is we're having a hot streak here now. You know, it's not even, oh my God, it's just June. We're not even in July yet. And we're having this hot streak, and like it's the smoke alarm that's right over my cold air return. And so I guess all that heat is getting pulled to the center and then kind of floating up and hitting that, because I just changed the battery in it yesterday, and now I see that it probably wasn't needing a battery change. It's just, you know, something to do with the cold air return there. Because there's a lot of heat. If I put my hand up, I can feel it. It's like a pocket of heat up there. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's see. Smooth says, I do like iced tea, but I like it cold with a tiny bit of sweetener, not sugar. Sweetener, and I mean like 2 packets. Okay, yeah, so you're doing like Splenda or something like that. I use some Splenda sometimes. I like it in my oatmeal. I like oatmeal. I've got where I can't eat oatmeal without peanut butter in it. Like I like a tablespoon. It just makes it so nice and creamy. And a little bit of oatmeal, peanut butter, some Splenda, and cinnamon. I love cinnamon too. Sometimes I'll put some raisins in it as well. Raisins are one of my favorite things to put in oatmeal, but I put them in before I cook it. That way they get kind of soft. I don't like blueberries in it because people were telling me like put blueberries in it. And I tried it, but it tastes like a damn cobbler. I'm like, I ain't trying to turn my oatmeal into a cobbler. Like, my God, I want my cobblers to be cobblers, you know. I'm that kind of girl. And Smooth says, but I was diabetic for so long. I just got used to drinking stuff without sugar. Yeah, I hear you. And says, my doctor said I'm not really diabetic anymore. I haven't had a lot of the problems I used to since I lost almost 150 pounds. Fuck yeah, Smooth. That's a huge deal. Congratulations on the weight loss. Gosh. Heck yeah. I'm glad to hear you're doing better and that your health has improved a lot. And that's awesome that your doctor said that you're not really diabetic anymore. That's amazing. That's so good. I'm so glad to hear that. Smooth says, thank you. You're welcome. Congratulations. Get a sip of coffee. Let me get out of this with him. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna swing back to Limps of Laments and wind down with y'all, because it's, let's see, if I do it right now, so I have my antibiotic at 12. Is it 1 now? Yeah, it's just after 1. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and go change my wound dressing, but I'm gonna say my goodbyes to y'all first. Let me find a little place to sit down. So I think I did like 2 hours last time, but I wanted to push off the dressing just a little bit. So I can probably push it off by an hour today, and then maybe I can have my full normal time tomorrow is what I'm hoping. Maybe I'll have it depends on how the thing looks today, whether or not I'll have the confidence to push it off all the way to like 2 tomorrow. But I think we're going the right direction. Let me sit down here and sit. Here we go. Smooth says, I'm getting ready to stream. See you later. Have fun. Yeah, you too. And says, did you get my Discord invite? No, I looked for it yesterday, or what was the day? I didn't have a little notification or nothing, so I don't think it came through. Let me see. Let me get a sip of coffee. But I had a good time today. I had a good time. I'm starting to feel my old self again. I think, things are going good. A lot of laughs, a lot of chattings, a lot of yappings. Just a good time. Thank y'all for being here. Smooth says, you said your name is the same as on here. Yeah, it should just be no caps, Natalie, 2 underscores, XOXO, and then 2 underscores at the end. Yeah, it should just be just like my channel name. But thank y'all for being here. Everybody that chatted with me, everybody that lurked, and probably won't be getting a VOD up, but if you catch it on Twitch and you watch it that way after the fact, I appreciate you. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. So tomorrow will be Oblivion. And that's just, I'm looking so forward to that because I love Oblivion. And so, of course, I love Oblivion Remastered. They did such a good job with it. But tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp as I can possibly make it. I know I've been a little late the last couple days, you know, just a couple of few minutes here and there, but I'm going to try to be 10 a.m. sharp. But other than that, I just hope y'all have a really good rest of your day, and that whatever y'all find yourselves doing, I hope you take joy in it. I really do. So until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye bye for now.